Kannauj, an ancient city in Uttar Pradesh, had been the seat of great Indian dynasties that boasted of rulers like King Harshavardhana. Around the 17th century, few Brahmins from Kannauj arrived in the island of Majuli along the Brahmaputra in eastern Assam. One of the Kannauj Brahmins, named Bhodhar Agamacharya, caught the attention of then Ahom king Pratap Singha, who had by then restored an old Shiva temple in Negarating near Dergaon in present-day Golaghat district. He lost no time in appointing Bhodhar Agamacharya as the priest of the temple and conferred upon him the title Barthakur. It was in this family during the first quarter of the 20th century that Dipok Kumar Barthakur was born. From a young age, Dipok showed his zeal for serving the community in whatever way he could. His foray into social and cultural activities began soon after his school final examinations when he was just about 17. Sitting on the banks of the Brahmaputra in Guwahati's Ujan Bajar locality along with his friends, Dipok gave shape to his desire to set up a cultural club to promote theatre and art. Yes, this was how the New Art Players was formed that would emerge as the harbinger of the theatre movement in Assam. But that was just the beginning. Over the years, he went on to be associated with several organizations of repute such as the Vivekananda Kendra, Bharat Vikas Parishad, Shishu Shiksha Samiti and Nagarik Samabay Bank. He was instrumental in establishment of the Sri Sankardev Netralaya and the Balaji Temple in Guwahati. The person who had the most influence in his life was Eknathji Ranade. Eknathji was the General Secretary of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh (RSS) and was the key man behind the establishment of the Vivekananda Kendra. It was on his asking that Dipok had joined the RSS in 1963. In the years that followed, Dipok Barthakur would become one of the key movers and shakers of the RSS in Assam, someone who would help the organization gain a firm footing in the region. And even though Dipok had plunged into public service, he also realized that he had to earn a living too. This led to the establishment of the LB Enterprises in 1969, a firm he named after his father Lokheswar Barthakur and mother Biroja Bala. Over time, the business diversified and at present, the LB Group consists of 4 group companies: LB Mediservices Private Limited, LB Enterprise Private Limited, LB Agro Private Limited and Dehing Tea Company Private Limited. The LB Group, which has grown to become a family of around 800 employees, celebrated its 50th year of foundation in 2019. In between these activities, Dipok found his life partner Indira, whom he married on 7th February 1969. A strong pillar of support to Dipok, Dr. Indira Barthakur soon took over his share of responsibilities so that Dipok could concentrate on his social and business commitments. Her constant presence by his side helped Dipok rise further in his public life. Dipok and Indira were blessed with 2 daughters, Nivedita and Amrita, who have grown on to become successful individuals in their own right. With 3 grandchildren, Aryan, Raghav and Ananya, Dipok is now a happy grandfather. Dipok Barthakur was also a keen witness to the activities in the state during the days of the emergency as well as the Assam agitation. He has also been witness to the growth of the BJP in Assam and has been intricately linked to its consolidation. However, he has chosen to stay away from the limelight. Dipok's selfless work for the betterment of the society has brought him many laurels, including the first Swami Vivekananda Karma Yogi Award and the Man Lakshman Rao Inamdar Award. In March 2021, he was also conferred a PhD honoris causa by the Krishnakanta Hondikoi State Open University, KKH SOU. In 2016, Dipok was appointed the Vice Chairman of the State Planning Board by the newly formed BJP-led government. The board was later rechristened as the State Innovation and Transformation Ayog, SITA. During his tenure as the Vice Chairman of SITA, Dipok has been able to provide his advice and guidance to the state government on several critical matters. The various projects and activities taken up by SITA, like development of a smart platform for promotion of renewable energy in Assam, study on floods and impacts on livelihood in rural Assam, study on scaling of youths in Assam, among others, are a reflection of his vision for a better Assam. A developed and vibrant Assam, which is economically self-reliant and where the people are content and happy, has been a long-cherished dream of Dipok Barthakur's. He has dedicated his entire life in this pursuit, and now, as he reflects back on his life, he is optimistic about the future of Assam.